story, and when you strip every writer down at heart, he or she is a reader first. And that's kind
But
of
please don't strip us down.
it's subliminal yet awful. So unless Charlaine has a long, embarrassing story to tell about me, we can probably open the floor for questions.
Oh, I do, though.
My subtle hint did not work at all.
No, when this past year, I was the queen of the vampire ball in New Orleans. Well, it turns out I was very ill-equipped for this job because I got this wonderful costume made by the wardrobe mistress of True Blood. It was great. My assistant Paula's outfit was made by her too, and we looked great. But we got there, and you know, I knew I would feel sort of fish out of watery because they said we're going to have 3 bands, and I'm going, oh, okay, bands. And then they led me to this balcony, and they said, this is your special area to sit, except amazingly, everyone could come over there. And unfortunately, I had a dress with a train. Well, let me tell you, I will never do that again. Because I would go down to try to greet everybody, especially all the wonderful people who were wearing Sookie outfits, or especially Eric. He was great. This was Eric getting his hair done with the foil. He was carrying a dismembered arm. It was really great. But every step I would take, someone would step on my train, and I would have to hold still and say, would you get off my train? And then eventually I could proceed a few feet until someone else stepped on my train again. But they said, you know, we've got a wonderful surprise for you. You're going to love it. Something, oh, great. Maybe Nelson came because I knew he was in Louisiana at the time, or maybe one of the other actors from the show. This is going to be super. And they thought about this, and they did their best for me. It was an Elvis impersonator. And he sang to me, and he was really good, much better than the other Elvis impersonators people have had to sing to me. And
It's an ongoing problem.
yeah, this is an ongoing thing. And he was awfully good. But he sang the whole song without abbreviating it in any way whatsoever. And I had to stand up there with a crown jammed on top of my beautiful costume hat, holding a huge bouquet of roses with a big sash in shoes that hurt. And I was thinking, how long is this song going to last? How much longer can it possibly go on? I just can't smile anymore. Gee whiz, is this ever going to end? And finally, you know, it did. And I was able to get off the stage very slowly and carefully. And then the lady came up to me afterwards and she said, you had a wonderful time, right? And I said, sure. But, you know, in a way I did, because it was really neat to see all the costumes, but it just really wasn't my thing. So she said, and you're going to come back next year, right? And I said, you know, I'm thinking next year you